great omelets. What?
Yeah. I've been using Good Egg now for a few years, and everybody gives me
No, you have been using Good Egg. That is a very Zach Sang thing to say of me.
She gets it. She understands me. Do you hear that, Jill?
Yes, I'm trying to understand how you're cool in any way.
It's crazy. So, while you're on tour, are you writing music too?
Yeah, well, that was when Moonlight, I guess, was born, I guess.
How does that work? So because that show is taxing. I've seen the show numerous
You
times
just
now.
punched your microphone.
I know.
That show is taxing.
But it really is. Like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not simple. Like, you go and you write from there. I mean,
Well, I mean, you know me personally. I'm a workaholic. I inherited my work ethic from my mom, who inherited it from my grandpa. And after a day off, I'm ready to go again. It's like I'm antsy. I'm ready to create something new or work on something new. But after, like I said, the show got in my body after a while, so it was super easy. And I would get on the bus and I would FaceTime Victoria, and we would write together. And then on my weeks off in LA, there were only a couple, but I came in May, and I spent a couple weeks with Max and Savin and Ilya, and we did Focus and a couple other records, which I'm very excited about. And we're wrapping up in November, and it's almost done. It's crazy because it's been almost a year of working on this album. Like, right after my Everything came out, me and Victoria were already like thinking about the next stuff and like inspired and ready to go. It's like I don't ever want to stop creating. So
let's get into that process, right?
The woman with no short answer, Ariana Grande,
but the best. They're eloquent.
Thank you.
And they're done right.
Oh, thank you.
The process of making music for you, what is it like? You're going through everyday life and you're being inspired. When you get an inspiration, where does it go? And how does that translate into a song? Like, is it starting with lyrics?
Well, it depends on the situation. Like, when it comes to, like, Moonlight, when that song happened, I was sort of just like, Victoria, oh my God, I sent her a voice note. I still have the voice notes. I was like, Victoria, oh my God, you're never going to guess what happened, blah, 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 blah. I have to tell you so many things, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, please call me back, blah, blah, blah. And I told her about this, like, cute night and all these things that were happening. I was like, I have to write a song about this. And I wrote I wrote a long note, basically, of everything I wanted to, like, say in the song. And, like, I sent it to Victoria, and she was like, let's pursue this right now. And then I think Moonlight was done within like 48 hours.
Almost like a diary entry. Almost.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. That was one of the plus sides of technology, is that you can pursue things that inspire you and make you feel creative so instantly, and get things done from afar. But then after Moonlight, I was like, hey Victoria, what are you doing for the next 5 days? And I stole her and I put her on my tour bus, and we kept riding, and we had fun on the road.
Are you coming in with stuff like, when you're living your life and you see a situation, have you ever had to really make that determination, this is too personal for a song, or is it isn't?
I mean, here's the thing, there's a fine line, because part of you is like, do I want to make this about my personal life right now? And am I gonna be secretive about this and whatever? But then at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? I'm a 22-year-old girl. Yeah. If I'm not writing about what I am directly feeling and what I'm going through in this moment as honestly and as genuinely as I can, then I'm gonna feel like I'm sacrificing my artistry, and like I'm sacrificing my genuineness in my
100%.
music, and I don't want to do that. So
Art is honest.
it is personal.
Yeah,
it's personal as can be.
Yeah, 100%.
As can be.
Is that the worst part of this entire thing, that it is all personal? Because there is no saving grace. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's wonderful to me, because I don't have to pretend. I never started pretending. I never held back. I've always been an open book. You know me. I'm very easy to read. I'm a horrible liar, and there you go. That's what you get. What you see is what you get.
It's phenomenal. Oh my gosh. You look back and you see old Ariana to new Ariana, and you think about how much you've learned and how much you've grown. It's insane.
Yeah.
Can you pinpoint one or two things, like the biggest thing you've learned over the last maybe 4 years?
When, I guess when you just, like, be yourself, you know, and in your most genuine possible way, and are completely unafraid, that's when everything starts to fall into place. And that takes a while, especially with so much public, like, rumors and opinions and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, you get scared and you want to hold back a little. But then I was like, you know what? Like, none of this would be happening if I just was like, and just was myself, and I went out and I was my silly self, and then you go and it all goes away, and then you're like, that's me, and
it's a life changer.
There you go. Yeah, when you let go and you're like, here you go. Take it or leave it.
Whether you like it or not.
That's as simple as it can be. It's like, why hold back? You own life. Just have fun and be yourself, and don't worry about the rest. It all falls into place.
Amen.
But there you go.
Let's look back at
rambling. But coffee, rambling.
Last 24 hours for you, Viva Glam, baby.
Yeah.
Mac. And you've been working on this for so long. I've seen so many different styles, everything.
I showed you the lipstick forever ago.
They're beautiful.
I was in New York, and you were like, why are your lips black?
I found it sexy.
I was like, oh, well, I should tell you. So, yeah, it's been under wraps for a while, but I'm so honored to be a part of the Mac family. Viva Glam.
It's so personal to you, everything, and even the makeup, like you trying it on and having Delina work it in and all this kind of stuff, like phenomenal stuff around. Like you use this.
Yeah. It's been exciting because I haven't been able to use it for a while because people didn't know about it. So I couldn't go around with like the color on and not be able to be like, oh, it's this color.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting. But the most exciting part about it for me personally is that all of the money made off of the lipstick and the gloss go towards the Mac AIDS Fund to benefit people who are affected by HIV and AIDS, which is amazing because so many companies just say, oh, a percentage of this or like $1 with every purchase goes to so-and-so. But this is literally every penny.
Wow.
Like,
that's
it's
amazing.
Completely guilt-free shopping.
Wow.
Like, you're helping somebody and you look fierce.
I just got the chills, dude.
Yeah, no, it's really cool.
That's
it's
special.
It's cold, yeah.
Cool for you to be able to do that now in your life?
Yeah, well, absolutely, yeah. I feel like I'm at a point where I can use my voice and I can yell about things that I'm passionate about, and I, that's a blessing. I'm excited. I don't want to just entertain. I want to make people feel something. I want to make people, feel. I want to make people give back and feel empowered and feel happy and, like they're not alone, whatever. All that good stuff. It's exciting to be able to use my voice to do those things.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm rambling because I'm nervous and it's cool.
Well,
I'm going to go behind the mic.
Yeah, sure. As you go into 2016, do you have any goals? Like, what do you have? What's on your list?
I want to make sure that Moonlight is my best album yet. There have only been 3, but I want to make sure that it's the best one yet. And I think it is, personally. I love it. I'm very proud of it.
And so when you're doing a song, how often are you listening to it? Is that what you're listening to in the car constantly? What is it?
When you're making new music and you're putting an album together, you definitely listen to it way too much. Because you're just, it's like
it's you.
It's like a baby.
Yes.
You made a new baby. The favorite baby. And, you have to make sure it's right, and you listen to it over and over again, and then you get the mixed version back, and you have demoitis, and the mix sounds so alien to you, and you're like, that's not right. And then you're like, oh, weird. No, it's an amazing process, though. You get very attached. Yeah.
Do you know what a hit sounds like now, that you've had so many?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I do know, what... I don't know. You're that guy. I always ask you.
But it's pretty crazy.
But I have feelings in my gut that are like, oh my God, this gives me butterflies. But I'm not that
like
guy.
You kind of know.
I'm not that guy who's like, that's a smash. I'm not that guy. Like, you're that guy. I'm not that guy.
You'll know enough to give me the song to validate.
You're that guy.
Thanks.
Who says the word smash still?
Me.
You and Scooter. You and Scooter Charlie Walk.
Smash. It's going to be a hit.
Smash.
Yeah.
That's the only 3 people I know. No one else on earth.
I'll take that company any day. Any
Me
day.
too. I'm going to start saying it now so I can be in that company.
Hell yeah. Aaron Simon Gross is coming. You have best friends. You keep people in your life.
Oh my gosh, my childhood friends are my best ones.
They keep you sane?
Yeah, I love them. I love them. I'm so happy Aaron's coming for Halloween. What's he gonna be? Birkenstocks? Like, what is he gonna be? Gypsy, what is he gonna be? Patty LuPone? He and Doug will go as Gypsy Rose Lee and Mama Rose? Like, what are they gonna do?
If Aaron is a Birkenstock?
And, yeah.
I hope people know who Aaron is. You don't know who Aaron is. You met him? Dan met him.
Yeah, I know Aaron. Of course I know Aaron.
Aaron is one of my best friends of all time, and he is, like, the most educated about musical theater and, like, anything of the sort of anyone you've ever known in your time. He's an encyclopedia of musical theater knowledge.
Awesome.
When he speaks to you?
And he speaks He has an accent that no one else in the world has.
Unique to him.
He just built his own vernacular.
It's also so personal. Like when he talks to you, he looks at you.
Yes.
Like he's there.
It's great.
He's present. He's phenomenal.
Sweet.
And he's pigeon-toed.
Yeah.
He stands like this. Like each foot is like they're on the other side of each other. I love him. He's great.
How do you balance new friends and old friends?
You know,
Like you have new ones, like just at the Staples Center, right? We're backstage. Katy Perry's there. The guy from How to Get Away with Murder and Orange Is the New Black. I mean, you have people.
Those are new friends.
They're new friends. I mean,
well, you know, Katy was very nice to me when I first put out music, and she sort of like took me under her wing and was like, "Hey, like if you ever need anything, I can totally be here for you," and whatever. She was very welcoming and wonderful,
cool.
and it was so crazy because I went to her show at the Staples Center a couple years ago, and I was totally inspired by it. I was like, wow. I was like, I want to do this one day. And then just 3 years later, I had my own show there, and she came and she held my hand in the prayer circle, and she was there, and she was like, "Girl, you were here a few years ago watching me, and now I'm here watching you. You better kill it, girl." So she's always been really supportive, and that's that's very surreal.
That's rare.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, you've come in contact with enough people. Not many people do that.
Yeah, no, and it's really nice. It's very nice. It's always so nice to meet somebody who is so successful and who's so humble and so down to earth and nice and generous and welcoming. It's nice.
Because you still fangirl over some people like Tom Felton and Jim Carrey.
Oh, wow.
You have your list.
Those are big ones for me.
Yeah, those are too huge.
Yeah.
Tom Felton going to be in a music video?
Absolutely. He tweeted, he was like, if you ever needed one in a music video, I was like, I don't know what the next single is, but we're gonna find it. And we're gonna make sure you're here.
We're gonna make
like, I haven't decided yet, but I don't know what the video treatment is, which song it's gonna be next. But single number 2, you're the lead. Let's go.
Literally,
let's go.
Come true.
Literally,
I've sat with you and watched so much.
He can walk by. He can walk by in the background.
That's it. That's all you need.
That's all I need.
But do you mix old friends with new friends? Like Tyler's now close with Miley, and like you connect people.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cross pollinate, as I call it.
Oh God!
When you put it that way, I mean, I guess. But you know, I've always been so close with my core group that I don't feel like I need anything else. I'm social.
Yeah, you are.
I
very
socialize.
Social.
I socialize. But you know, I have my core group of people that I know since forever. And me and Brian and Scott, it's like we go back 5 years now.
The best.
It's crazy. That's 5 years.
I remember when you first brought them on, and they were the twins.
And
I can't even.
So weird.
To see the evolution, like, do you go back and have you ever like listened to Put Your Hearts Up?
No.
Like, will you ever?
That's like scrolling too far back on Facebook, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Like when you click on the profile picture and go back,
and you're like, no, no, and you delete everything.
Yeah.
There's that one day when you just delete everything from like 2013 0.5 on, and then you're just like, you delete everything. It's like Born 2014.
There's nothing special about that. Like when you listen to it, if you watch the video, like what comes to mind?
What video?
Of Put Your Hearts Up. Like,
I don't know. I just see a kid who had red hair but wanted to do music really bad, so she was kind of stuck in this weird world where she was half her character and half herself, and it was like weirdly confused. But then shortly after, it was like, hey, now it's time to actually be me and do this. Yeah. I feel like Put Your Hearts Up would have been Kat's single. You know what I mean? It would have been like Kat Valentine's single.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I really wanted to do music, but I couldn't wait, so I was like stuck in this weird world where like it was like I'm Kat, but I'm me.
But even then, like, everything you were putting out was dope. Like, I remember, like, I would listen to music that has never even seen the light of day, or the first version of Pink Champagne or whatever. Like, and the songs were awesome.
The doo-wop version of Honeymoon Avenue, the Motown version.
And with Sean Kingston, there was a song or two?
What was that?
So long ago. Nick Jonas?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking years.
That was so old. That's so crazy.
I remember hearing it, I was like, yo. This is pretty good pop music. I
have something in my eye. I think it's a spider web. I'm so sorry. I can't open them for a minute.
I'm really sorry that a spider web was in your...
It's all good. Keep going.
Okay. Focus is coming out Friday.
Yes.
It's a huge day for you. Tell me about the song.
Focus has been a secret, I guess, since May. And when we first wrote it and cut it and recorded it, you know? And... it's been so hard to keep my mouth shut I've been so excited about it.
I love the teaser pictures, the white hair.
Thank you.
Sister's looking good.
Granny chic.
Yo.
Nona inspired.
Yeah.
I really was like, when I put that wig on, I was like, when I'm 70, I'm going to grow it out.
You're gonna look good.
I was like, I'm going to let it happen.
When I'm 70,
I was like, I can't wait to gray. I